Loop and Purl, Loop and Purl, Loop and Purl podcast. Turning yarn into things, making stuff with strings. Christmas! We did it. We did it.
We did it. So theatrical.
Merry holidays.
Yes. Welcome to the Loop and Purl podcast. My name is Jules, but you can call me Pearl.
Wow, mixing it up. My name is Louie, but you can call me Loop. And this is the Loop and Purl podcast.
A very holiday episode.
A very holiday episode.
Episode number 12, which is funny. 12 Days of Christmas.
Oh my God.
Which is
it's
what
like
we're celebrating.
It was planned all along.
Yeah. We're celebrating Christmas and New Year's, but we wish you very happy holidays, whatever you celebrate out there.
Yeah. So if you are new, this is a podcast about yarn, things that we make with yarn. She knits and I crochet, and we make things out of yarn.
And strings.
Stuff. And yeah, it's all in the intro song, really. But today we're doing something a little bit different. We normally we show off all the things we've been making that month. But this, because it's the end of the year, we wanted to do a kind of a different episode and kind of wrap our year up, talk about all of our favorite things that we've made this year, our smallest things we made, our biggest things we made. We got a whole bunch of questions.
Our most popular patterns, our favorite personal projects.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited. I think that 2021 was better than 2020. Even though a lot of things happened.
It is a toss-up for me. I think this year was very, I'm very proud of my crochet this year. Definitely. Yes. I was proud of my crochet last year as well, though.
Yes.
I've been on a roll. I feel good. I feel good about my crochet.
How good do you feel on a scale of 1 to Santa?
1 to Santa. I feel like a 7.6. There's still room for improvement, but I am above passing grade.
Okay.
A D is passing. Everybody knows that. Go to school.
C is passing.
Not for
me. you have a checking question for me, don't you?
I do have a checking question. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
I'm scared to answer now. I think he's frozen.
What's my favorite Christmas movie? Tell everybody.
The Muppet Christmas Movie.
It's not that. I mean, it is.
I don't know what it's called.
It's called A Muppet Christmas Carol. It's a Christmas Carol, but it's Muppets.
You know what's funny? What's my favorite Christmas movie? I'll give you a hint. A Muppet Christmas Carol, but not Muppets.
Is it just a Christmas Carol?
It's a Christmas Carol. We watch it every year as a family.
Really? The one with the
old one, the black and white one.
Oh, not the one with
what's
the one with the guy that's from Star Trek? Is it just called Christmas Carol? I saw it. I was at a Christmas party and there was
with Captain Kirk?
Yeah, and it was playing in the background. I was like, I don't think I've ever even heard of this.
I didn't even know that existed. I don't know who the main actor is in the original, but he's awesome. Or, well, I say original. I don't know if it actually is the original, but the black and white one that my dad really loves. There's a million bazillion. My dad really loves that version. So every year growing up, without fail, we would watch that on Christmas Eve, if not Christmas night.
You know, a really, really good version of A Christmas Carol that you haven't seen yet that we have to watch is Scrooged. I love that one with Bill Murray.
Everyone keeps telling me to watch that one.
Yeah, that one's a 10 out of 10. Big fan.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? Put it down in the comments. We'll see you there. Speaking of comments, I finally got around to reading all the comments from last episode. For those who didn't watch last episode, I shared that I had a surgery scheduled in December. So the surgery was a lumpectomy, and I'm totally fine. The lump is completely benign. Thank goodness, but I had to recover for a few weeks and I wasn't allowed to type or knit. So I finally read the comments and saw some really sweet well wishes and advice. So thank you so much for those who chimed in and spread some cheer to me, because it was a little scary, but once the procedure was done, everything just felt so much better.
You rocked it. You were a champ about it all. Just watched a lot of baking shows. You watched that one show about chocolate. Which was a really cool show. Check it out. I don't know what it's called, like Chocolatier, The Next Chocolatier or something.
It's on Netflix, and I cannot remember what it's called either. But
if you like creativity and you like just impressive people making impressive things with stuff, check out this chocolate show. It's very good. Just go on Netflix and type in chocolate.
It'll be there.
Yeah.
I also watched The Great. I just binged that show. I binged a lot of television. I finally got the go-ahead to use my right arm again, and I can knit again. So I've knit one thing, which I'll talk about later, since my surgery. So again, thank you for the lovely comments.
Meanwhile, I've been watching rewatching Fraggle Rock again because I really like Fraggle Rock. Can you tell that puppets and Muppets are a big part of my life? Also, I don't know if you heard it, but Jimbo did sneeze very violently while I was saying that. And if you rewatch, you might be able to just barely hear it.
He's trying to drink water and he's really bad at it.
He goes like this. He goes to drink water. It's very funny.
We love him so much.
He's such an idiot.
Stop.
He is. He's wonderful, though. That's why we love him. Okay, well, let's get to the real Christmas miracle. Let's talk about our favorite things that we've made throughout this year. Well, not just our favorite things.
Wait.
Okay.
You skipped something very important.
I did. What did I skip?
Our backdrop.
Oh, yeah. Check out all of our presents.
For our families?
Honest to God, I don't think I've had this many gifts for Christmas since I was like 12 years old. I'm so excited. And we are doing our darndest to not open them until Christmas. But
we're going to open one on Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
that's tomorrow. We're filming this on the 23rd.
That's always been a tradition of my family's. We open one of our Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve, and then we open the rest of them.
We started doing that when I was like 10.
Yeah,
and then clearly we don't have a real tree. But that's okay, because our cats would destroy a real tree anyway.
Yeah.
So we do lights on the wall. We did that last year, and it worked out really well, so we did it again.
And do you like my hat? I made it.
It's so cute.
And see these ears? They pin on.
Yeah, they're little buttons.
They're little buttons, so I can take them off and on.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I won't do it. But I want to make other ones. I want to make like antler.
Yeah, you
ones
should.
And stuff like that.
That'd be so
you can
cute.
change them and stuff.
And then you get to look like my new favorite Animal Crossing villager that I met.
So what was his name?
His name's Eric with a K.
Eric.
And he's a reindeer and he has little horns.
I wonder why his name is Eric. That's a cute name.
It's very cute. Anyway, okay.
Anyhow,
now we can talk about crafting.
Crafting. Star wipe.
So I put together a few categories for us, and you added some as well. So our first one is, what was your favorite personal project of 2021? Not something that you designed. Not something that you've published as a finished design.
Well, but technically mine is published as a finished design.
Oh.
But
it has a twist though.
It does have a twist, and it's just too perfect not to have in the category. And I think this is going to be the case for everybody. Their favorite personal project that I made, is the longer pigeon.
It's so ridiculous.
He's so long and pigeon.
And then...
That's the best part. Look how long his stupid neck is.
Oh, why are you calling everything stupid today? I think he's great.
Because stupid things are cute.
Things can be cute without being stupid.
But anyhow, I love this. This is my favorite personal project of this year. And if you're part of the live streams, you probably saw me actually making it, which was a lot of fun. And it
is a pattern that people can make.
Yeah, you can make this. The patterns at clubcrochet.com/pigeon. By the way, links for everything that we're going to talk about are going to be in the show notes, which is in the description of this video. But yes. Oh, and also there's a pattern for this hat if you want to make that too. Yeah. But this was my favorite personal thing that I've made this year. It is on my desk, right behind my computer, so he's just barely poking over the computer all the time because he's just so cute. I love him.
I'm also glad that you chose the colors that you chose.
They're my favorite colors. Well, I guess purple's... I don't know.
Club Crochet colors are my favorite colors. What are your favorite colors?
Purple and teal.
Well, those are my favorite colors.
Great.
And my favorite personal project happens to be one of those colors. It's teal. This is I'll put this in the middle. Can you help me hold it?
You betcha.
This is the Rauta cardigan that was designed by Anna Joanna, and I test knit the cardigan for her in, I think this is size M2, maybe M1. And I think it's my favorite personal project of the year. One, because it's super fluffy. I held mohair with it. And I use Kelly's yarn from the Royal Bee Yarn Company, our dear friend Kelly, who we interviewed last year. And I love the color so much.
Yeah.
I think it turned out really well.
Wonderful.
It's never cold enough for me to wear it though.
I know.
I've only worn it like twice.
You know, it really, because you can see through it, it looks really light, but you can tell when you're just holding it, it's like warm. This thing is. Yeah. This thing is
because it's fingering weight yarn held double and with mohair with it. Yeah. So it's meant for much colder weather than this.
Well, we're supposed to be going to New York in January, and I have a feeling it's going to be very, very, very cold. So maybe you could wear this. Yeah. Okay. I love that one too. I love the button choices. Good choice. They're like little pearls.
They are. Yeah. Like little pearls. What's our next category?
Our next category is the longest project.
Longest or largest?
Largest project. The largest project. What took the most time, I think, is the idea here, right?
That's not how I interpreted it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's how I interpreted it, but
I interpreted it like the biggest.
Okay, the like literal biggest space. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's not how I interpreted it because all my things are super tiny. That's kind of a hard thing for me to do, but that's okay. What is your largest project?
I have to go grab it.
Okay.
Forgot to grab it. I think it's here.
I'm not going to move at all, and it's going to be a perfect cut.
Okay, my largest project, hands down, is the cherry pie shawl. Yes. Hold it up for me, please.
This is a honker of a project.
I finished it. I've been working on this. Ooh, yeah. I've been working on this for a while. It's a shawl that has armholes, clearly, and I need to weave in the ends, and I need to block it still. I finished it right before my surgery, so I haven't had a chance to block it. I don't really have the dexterity right now.
I love that you can see through it.
Yeah. Oh, it has my hair on it and Jimbo's hair. Anyway.
That's all right. Everything's got Jimbo's hair on it.
This is my largest. I'm so glad I finished it just in time for Christmas. I really should block it.
Yeah.
And I'll wear it to...
it's going to be even bigger when you block it, like, significantly, probably.
Well, not significantly, but it will be bigger. And I'll probably wear it to our Christmas festivities that we're going to have next week with my family.
That is wonderful. Wunderbar.
Cherry pie shawl, all done.
It really does look like a cherry pie.
It really does. And
if you were to gift that to someone, it would be so cute to gift it in a pie tin.
It would.
That would be really cute.
Also, my best friend Sage, her mom is making this right now. So, Aviva, if you're watching, here's what my finished project looks like. I hope you're enjoying your knit.
And my largest project, I interpreted differently as...
Your longest one you already shared.
I mean, nothing's longer than a long pigeon, really. Yeah. My largest project is the one that took me the most time to design. That's how I interpreted it, because the dragon is, I mean, it's literally tiny, but it took me so long to get right because
compared to your other stuff, it's not tiny.
That's true, but compared to my other stuff, it's not tiny. But it did just take forever to... Specifically, the face took so long to get right because there's just so many little itty-bitty details in the smallest amount of stitches. I mean, I think the face is only like 12 stitches in diameter, which is really small. So fitting horns, eyes, nose, all in it without trying to make the least amount of sewing took a long time. And then same with this and these spikes. Wings, and then the arms took forever to design right because the hands are made with like
spiked bobble stitches.
Yeah, and for the first time ever for this pattern, I did spiked bobble stitches in the first row, in the first round of stitches. So when you pull them together, they turn into that little claw.
Oh, you can see it.
Yeah, so you don't...
If you zoom it well, it's a little blurry.
So it's another situation where it's like, I just tried to make it in the least amount of sewing as possible, which is really difficult when it's a project like this. And I do want to make one with bulky yarn that'll be like a huge dragon. Just obviously, there's a lot of things I want to do. So
I have never seen a crocheted or knit dragon like this. I've seen like Chubzilla kind of knit and crocheted like versions of dragons. Yeah, like kawaii or like puffy, cute little squishy dragons, but not like all these little details and the spike bobbles and then the bat wings and the spikes on the back. It's so detailed.
I just like the idea that you could just have this little dragon on your shoulder.
Khaleesi.
Yeah, it's just so cute. You could just keep them places, and I'm very proud of this dragon a lot. So this is my largest project. It's not really my largest. I don't know what my largest project is. Probably
of the year?
Yeah.
You worked on this so much and you made multiple of
these. I have a blue one, a red one, a green one, a gold
one.
one.
Yeah.
And then another red and another green.
This is a pattern that is available for download on
Sure
Crochet.
thing. Yep, like all of them.
Link below.
The video took me forever to record.
There you go. That longest.
I think it was like
Yeah.
a 5-hour recording time.
Yeah,
so I was sitting in a chair recording a video for 5 hours. It took a long time.
Next up is the opposite of the largest project. What's that?
That would be the smallest project.
Which you will definitely win in this category if this is a contest.
That is probably true. Do you want me to start?
No.
Okay, no. You start. Smallest project, what'd you make?
I want to start so, like, we get smaller in the category.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So this was my... Wait, is this smallest project or smallest design or all the above?
It's however you want to interpret
it,
I think.
Well, I included a design of mine. This was my very first finished project of 2021, and I think my second published design of the year, if I remember correctly.
Mm-hmm.
These are the Rhombine knits, which you can find on Ravelry, Lovecrafts, and Payhip.
I love them.
And these little ones fit me perfectly, and the big ones fit him. Well, actually, probably the little ones also fit him.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
But the bigger ones fit you better than me.
tiny little hands.
Yeah, you do, but that's okay. They're so soft.
They are so soft and like insanely warm.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because the yarn, which is
they're thin, they're so
Snow,
thin.
SNO from Woolfolk, this yarn is just like pure luxury.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I love it. In fact, didn't you just make a pair?
I made another pair of these using some scrap yarn from leftovers from a sweater, and I made them for a Secret Santa gift for...
I mean, she's not gonna watch
his
this.
aunt.
Yeah.
His aunt's getting them in the mail because she got a new puppy.
She did.
So I got her a collar for the puppy with the puppy's name on it and the mitts for her to wear on dog walks around the neighborhood. So I hope she likes them.
Yeah, I think she's gonna love them. I'll be shocked if she doesn't.
Yeah, they're blue, her favorite color. What's your smallest?
I actually don't have my smallest one with me. I probably should have just made one and then brought it out. So instead, I'm just gonna show you a picture. My smallest project this year was my miniature stars, which are itsy bitsy, so itty bitty.
Itsy bitsy stars.
Only 5 stitches or 6, maybe 6 stitches in total.
What?
And it's a star. Yeah, it's impressive.
How is that even?
You make them all in the first row, and then you just pull it tight. And it shrinks them all in. It's just, I can tell you the pattern right now. All you have to do is chain 2 and slip stitch into the magic loop 5 times. And then you just pull it tight and it...
So all the points are slip stitches?
Yep.
Wow, so clever.
Yeah. It's a cool one. I remember when I first figured it out and I was like, oh my God, this is so easy. So that's my smallest, my ittiest bittiest project. Take about...
Of 2021.
Of 20.
We need to specify. These
I think that's my smallest
2021.
thing, my smallest project ever.
Yeah.
Unless you count like the miniature crochet things I
Right.
made with like embroidery yarn. But yeah.
Our next category is our most ambitious project of 2021. You want to start?
Yes. So I took this most ambitious project as the thing that I really wanted to design something, and it was like, it just, I guess it just took a lot of effort. You know, there's like just a lot of different things going on. And I guess the dragon really could go into this position. But I think this is equally as ambitious would be the carnivorous plant. Actually from last month or 2 months ago.
October.
Yeah. It's modeled after Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. And I'm just super proud of it. I mean, obviously there's a lot of details that go into it. Like all the teeth, there's a little tongue in there, there's little lips. But the cool part is that it actually can come out of the thing. So you can put it into an actual planter. And then this plant is separate. And the vines are on there with, you add the vines using glue on the thing. So I used a bunch of different techniques. And yeah, I would just say that this was probably my most ambitious design just because it's very different than my normal stuff, and I'm just really proud of it. I think it's really cool and comes together really well.
You could just take this out and put it in your potted plants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
you don't even
excited.
need the little tiny pot if you don't have that at home. But your kit comes with these.
Yeah. Kits, all the kits come with these guys.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I think this is my most ambitious project this year.
I would agree.
How about yourself?
So I interpreted this as challenging, like a new technique that I had never done before.
Yeah.
Ambitious could mean a lot of different things. So
Right.
I decided to interpret it this way. And that would be another test knit for Anna Joanna. Can you tell I really
You love Anna Joanna.
I love her design so much. Literally every time
Is her name really Anna Joanna?
I don't know what her real name is.
Oh.
I think it might be Joanna. Anyway, the point is, every time I knit one of her designs, I learned something new. This one, she has you put a cable down both sleeves. Can you help me show off this cable? Because it's really impressive.
It looks like...
And this cable in particular has garter stitches in it, which like I had never seen before. And the way you do the sleeves is you do the cable first.
Uh-huh.
You leave the 12 or so stitches of the cable live on a piece of scrap yarn. And then you pick up stitches for the back and you do the back. And then you pick up stitches for the front and you do the front and you do the whole body. And then later when you do the sleeves, you pick up those live stitches, continuing the cable while working the reverse stockinette for the rest of the sleeve.
Oh, my brain feels fuzzy.
Yes.
That is...
Yes, and it looks like a simple thing when like I hold up the whole thing.
Yeah, it does not look that ambitious.
But just the cable alone and the construction of this sweater, I find really ingenious. I don't know if she's the first one to do this, but
I love it.
I think it's super clever.
It's like a puzzle for a knit design. Yeah. That is so cool. I love that.
I'm finding that I love to design and knit designs that are more about strange construction, unusual construction, not strange, unusual, not
Makes
the
it more
norm.
Fun.
Yeah, I feel like I'm figuring out a puzzle if I'm designing it, and then I'm figuring out someone else's pattern as I'm knitting it. And so I really love test knitting her stuff because she has I think we have similar
aesthetics.
Similar aesthetics, but also a similar love of trying new things and doing something that everyone's doing, but in a different way. Yeah,
pulling yourself out of your comfort zone just a little bit. Yeah.
And that's what makes it special. So this pattern, I forgot to say, this pattern is called the Entwined sweater. I think it's just called Entwined on Ravelry. And you can find it on her website, Ravelry, and other places she sells her patterns.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
I love it. Yeah, and by the way, if you didn't know, Jules is a puzzle of a person. Not just in like trying to understand her, but
I love puzzles.
She's a huge fan of puzzles. Just puzzles all day.
Tetris, jigsaw puzzles, any puzzle game you can think of.
Mysteries. Loves mysteries. Yeah.
Murder mysteries.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is the most popular in school.
Most popular design of 2021.
Yeah. What's the one that got all the likes? What's the one that everybody really is into?
All the purchases. Yeah. This one was easy. It was the Elva tee for sure. This was my summer tee design. I think I actually had a few tees this year, but this one was definitely the most popular for 2021. I used cashmere treats yarn, and I think that really helped with like not just the beautiful drape and softness of this half bamboo, half wool yarn, but the color when we photographed it was so beautiful. Yeah,
it was really nice.
And my picture was just of the sleeve, like the first picture you see of Ravelry, but it stands out in such a way that I think a lot of people clicked on it and a lot of people liked it.
I do have to say, I think that the eyelets make this design.
Oh yeah, it's the only interesting part about it.
I mean, it's just like, but they're like subtly used, and I think that's what people are reacting to. It's just like you didn't add too many, you didn't have too little. It's very good.
The original design for this had a much more complex lace pattern on the sleeves, and I cut that. It wasn't worth writing it all out for, beginners to understand. It would be way too complicated. So I simplified things, and I think that was the right move because, it's easy to wear and easy to make.
Yeah, sometimes simplifying stuff is a really hard decision to make, but it is in a lot of ways the best decision for your design. Not always, but sometimes that's the case.
I love this tee so much.
And I love the name. Because it looks like a little elf would wear that.
Yeah.
Looks like a little pixie would wear this.
Yeah.
That's very cute. Going for. Very cute.
So thank you for those who have liked and purchased and made the Elva tee.
Yeah.
What was your most popular design of 2021?
So I am pretty sure that my most popular design, at least, I don't know if it really is the most popular, but it really deserves to be the most popular. I think it's great.
So this is a subjective.
Well, I'm pretty sure people are going to agree, is the octopus, the little miniature octopus pattern. It's just, again, same thing, the simplification. The idea for this design was, let's create a new octopus that requires no sewing whatsoever, that you can make in 30 minutes or less, and that you can customize in a way that you want it to be. So you can add the eyes in different levels.
You can add a hat to
Yeah,
it.
you can remove the nose if you want to.
There are the tentacles.
Yeah, I'm really, really proud of this design. I think it's really cool. And because I'm myself and I can't just like let it go with just like making it as simple as possible, I always have to complicate things a little bit more, which is why I also made the squid simultaneously, which is pretty much like, it's very close to the same pattern, but
this,
yeah, it adds a lot of complexity. And again, I still did it no sewing, so it's all one piece without any sewing put together. So I think that this is probably my most popular pattern.
Oh yeah, these sold like hotcakes when we were helping you at the treasure.
God, it's so hard to sell them though, just because I love them. I love each one of them so much. They're so cute.
But the kits sold really, really well.
Yeah, the main idea for this was to make a design that was like visually gonna be like, okay, that's gonna, I'll click that right away, but also be something that a beginner that has never crocheted before can go in and be like, I could make this. And
they have.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that, it's my most popular design, and I'm very proud of it too. I think I think this is like probably the winner of the year as far as like my designs go. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's my most popular.
So for our penultimate category.
What a great word.
I know. It's a good vocab word, huh? We are going to share our favorite design that I did. I'm going to share my favorite. You're going to share your favorite. Okay. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I want you to go first.
Okay. Don't know why, but he does. He wants me to.
Oh, wait.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, the thing is that...
Don't give it away.
Okay. You go first.
I'm going first. This particular project could have fit a lot of the other categories, but I saved it for this one because it was my favorite design of the year, and it's the Late Sunset Shawl, which is no shocker to anyone who's watched the podcast before. I love this pattern so much. I'm so proud of it. Yeah. I love the colors. I love the textures. I love the brioche. I love the lace. Yeah. I love the pictures we took on the roof. I love the sunset in the pictures we took. I love it so much. Yeah. And
yeah. There's no question this is the best. This is the best one, in my opinion.
My favorite.
I think
it wasn't the most popular, not even close, but that's okay.
Because it's complicated, just like we were saying. Simplicity wins.
Yeah, but this is for expert knitters, in my opinion.
But oh my god, it's so cool. Look at the lines. Look at those stripies right there. Oh, that's so cool. Thanks. I can't wait for you to make another one of these in a different color.
I'm so excited to see my friend Sage, her finished project, because she picked some really beautiful blues and greens.
Oh, that's going to be cool. It's going to look like the ocean. That's cool.
The whole point.
It's going to look like Hawaii.
Ooh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay, what's your favorite of the year, Lou?
Okay, so this was a very, very difficult decision for me to make. But I think my favorite design is going to shock you. I think it'll shock everybody. Huh. My favorite design this year was the sloth.
The sloth. This actually doesn't surprise me now that you say it. But I wouldn't have guessed prior. Yeah. Because I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah. Sorry, I think most
this was really early in the year, right? Like February?
April. So the reason why this is my favorite design this year, among it being just like super duper cute and me going through like a process of going, okay, I want to make a sloth. How do I make a sloth? And just look at how cute that freaking face is. It's so cute. And then adding the addition of it having the magnet so it can attach to anything, which is super important to me. I love to make designs that have an ulterior purpose that's not just being super cute.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the big reasons why this one was my favorite design was because it was part of our Crochet for Earth Day celebration, which I did with some other amigurumi artists, and we raised a bunch of money for the World Wildlife Fund for Earth Day, and I think we raised almost $5,000 using these patterns. Yeah. So
wow.
It was really, really cool, and because of that, and it just being an adorable design in and of itself,
I think hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, I think that this is my favorite design this year. I just think it's so cool. Not only that it's just like a cool design, but also that it served like a really cute and awesome purpose. It seems like it made a difference in the world, which I really appreciate that too.
Yeah,
So
thank you to everybody who purchased this and the other designs as well, because there was a rhino and a red panda that were in the same collection.
And honestly, I thought for a second, I was like, maybe I'll choose the rhino, but then I was like, wait, that's not my design. I can't do that. It's so cute. If you haven't made it yet, check out Sir Progray's Rhino. It's in the YouTube channel and on the Club Crochet site, but also just check out Sir Progray in general. He's an amazing designer.
And a good friend.
And a good friend, yes. Hello, Sir Progray, if you're out there. Our very last category. What is your favorite design of mine and vice versa? Now, I kind of think that I should say what my favorite design of yours is first.
Why?
Because we've already seen it.
Oh, okay. Is it this one?
It is. It's so good. Let's just show it one more time. It's beautiful. Oh my God. Look at this design. Okay, so this is definitely my favorite design of yours, period.
The late sunset shawl.
Yes, and we're just going to repeat everything again.
We don't have to repeat everything.
Well, I'm going to talk about why it's my favorite design.
Okay, go for it. Go for it.
So
I'll hide behind it.
I think that the fact that it's just so interesting, and you proved me wrong so many times when you were making it, because you kept saying, I'm going to do this, and I was like, I don't think it was a good idea. But it was. It's a great idea. From the colors to the stitch choices to these little wave lacy parts, all of these things that I was like, I don't know about that I was so wrong about. And it's just, you kicked butt. It's so good. It's just so cool. It makes me want to learn to knit. It's very, very cool.
This shawl has given me so much joy from his reactions.
Yeah.
Because first of all, he said he's wrong, which he never says. Two, him wanting to knit.
Say it all the time.
Him wanting to knit. My heart.
So I cannot wait to see how you one-up it next year. It's going to be interesting.
We will see if that happens. Okay.
I think you will.
Okay. Now I get to pick my favorite, which he already knows. And
I do already know, but
y'all might already know too if you saw the episode where I gushed all about it. Can you hand it to me, please? The barn owl. Look at it. It's so cute. And what I love most about it are the color choices, which I think were kind of like not. You were like, what am I going to do with this yarn, right? Wasn't it like sitting in your stash?
I used this yarn when I was in high school. I used this exact same yarn to make a big barn owl.
Oh.
And I always thought it was just such a cute owl color.
It's so cute. I don't know if it picks up on the camera, but you can see some brown and orange speckles in there.
Kinda,
yeah. Brown and orange are the main little speckles.
Greens, I think. Some
yellows.
Subtle greens.
The yellows that match the little feet. The little yellow feet and the little teeny tiny nose.
This is actually the only burb that I've seriously considered not turning into a burb because it's just so cute.
You gave away what I was going to do next.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
The head comes off.
Yeah.
It's a burb.
But I don't think that's what, honestly, like a lot of the other burb patterns, they draw attention because of the burb aspect to them.
But this, you couldn't even tell.
Yeah.
Because the owls, they have like that little neck thing.
Yeah. I also, when you told me that this was your favorite design this year, I was like, I don't think that was from this year. But it was. It was the first pattern of the year. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of really cool that like the first design, it was your favorite. That's
I also
cool.
really like owls. They're
Yeah.
not, I wouldn't say they're my favorite animal because I don't know enough about them to put that stamp on them. But as a kid, I found an owl pellet once.
Yeah.
And I got some sticks and I took it apart and I was like, owls are so cool.
I've never found an owl pellet, but I also agree. I think owls are one of my favorite animals as well. They're just so magical, mysterious.
Yes, they're
and,
mysterious.
like, when you see an owl in the wild, you're like, oh my God, that's an owl.
Time stops.
Yeah.
And you're like, am I small enough for it to come pick me up and take me away?
Free me from my prison.
Take me to another plane.
Turn me into magic. Into a magic pellet owl.
So yes, Louie's barn owl pattern, burb pattern is my favorite of 2020.
I think that is an absolutely fair choice. I'm
think glad you approve of my choice, of my personal opinion.
Well, that is our Christmas holiday extravaganza.
Almost. I have some numbers I want to share because I think they're cool.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to share just a few fun number facts because I like numbers of 2021. We had 9 episodes this year.
Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good for our first full year of podcasts. Bless you.
Continue.
9 episodes this year. Our goal for next year is 12 because we want to do one a month.
Yeah.
We want to stick to it. We're going to stick to it. It's going to happen. Right?
Yes.
Knocking on wood. Also, our total number of views for 2021 was over 13,000.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty darn good.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Especially with only 9 episodes.
Yeah.
You'd think like, okay, well maybe each one would get like 1,000, so it'd only be like.
On average, it was over 1,000. So
that's awesome.
Thank you so much
Very
for
cool.
viewing.
Like the fact that 1,000 people would choose to spend 30 minutes of their day watching us talk about things we make is like
pretty great. So thank you,
You
so
rock.
much. Yes, you
Wow.
rock.
That's
for
really
being
cool.
here and
Actually, more than I think about it, the more I think that's really cool.
He's turning red.
It's just neat. It's just neat. It's just neat.
Also, our total number of designs released this year, I released 9, and you released 12-ish?
I think
15?
more than 12 probably. Yeah, maybe
Oh, wow.
15. Maybe 15.
Well, his is a guess. Mine is an absolute.
Yeah.
I always try to do at least 8 patterns a year. There's one year I did like 11 and I went crazy.
Yeah.
So 8 is like my cool number and 9 is like a cherry on top. So
Yeah.
I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah,
Those are cool numbers.
We wouldn't be able to design our own stuff and run our own business if it wasn't for you.
Yeah.
And so 2021 has really, as a podcast,
put that into perspective.
Yeah, like the only reason this podcast is happening is because of you. So thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much for watching. And to sign us out, we're actually going to show you something that we made that I think you're really going to like. We probably should have talked about that in the beginning.
Yeah, we forgot.
Oh, well. So Jules and I participated in one of our friends' Christmas albums. My friends put on a Christmas album every year. Jules has participated actually a couple times.
Once as a singer.
Yeah.
And he played ukulele for the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I haven't participated many times, but this year I did. But this time it's not a song, it's a skit.
And it's great. And we're going to play it for you at the end of the episode. But
Yeah.
before we do that,
Pasta la pizza and happy hooking.
happy knitting
And we'll see you guys next year.
in 2022.
Sounded like Tigger there. Enjoy this little skit that we made, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, kiddies, it's Christmas Eve. Time for Betty Bye. Look, one story and hit the sack, huh?
All right, Uncle Louie. How about the night before Christmas?
Yeah, how about that?
I mean the poem. Say it, please.
All right.
Please.
Okay. Close your eyes, huh? Now get the picture. It was a dark night, see? And there was like snow. And there's these houses, see? And Mom and I was nestled down for a long winter's nap. And she in a black denim kerchief. And me in my motorcycle cap, you see? And there rose these hooves on the roofs. The hoofs on the roof. I'll tell you, it's more like a clatter up there. You get the picture?
But Uncle Louie, do it from the start. Like, 'twas the night before Christmas.
Okay.
And
All right, close your eyes, huh? 'Twas the night before...
Christmas.
Ah, yeah, Christmas. And all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, right?
Right.
Okay. Now these children were all snestled, all snug in the beds. Well, they weren't necessarily snestled, you know. They were, I'll tell you, they had these visions of, sweet plums.
Sugar plums.
Look, just close your eyes.
Okay, Uncle Lou. But when does the Santa Claus part come?
I'm coming to it. Get the picture, huh? Remember when I told you about that roof where there rose such a clatter up there? Remember that?
Yes?
Well, that clatter comes from this little bitty sleigh that was fastened to these 8 tiny deer. They had these little deer feet, you know?
Uh-huh.
Well, that sleigh was driven by this guy. He had these whiskers, kind of like Grandpa Bobby, only white. You dig?
I dig.
Alright. His eyes, how they twinkle. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks, well, what he had there was his belly. It was pretty funny with all that ho 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 and all that. And I had to laugh, like in spite of myself, you know?
But Uncle Lou...
Close your eyes, eh?
But the reindeer, you forgot where Santa whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Okay, alright, I'm coming to that. Now get the picture, huh? Ready for the name?
Yes.
You sure you're snestled in your bed?
I'm snestled.
Alright, here they come. Now Dasher. Why is his name Dasher? Now Dancer. Now Prancer. Now Merlin. Now Gino.
Hold it.
Now Lola.
Hold it.
Bridget.
Uncle Lou.
Remember their names?
It's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen.
Close your eyes, huh? Remember that jolly fellow I told you about steering them deers?
Yes.
Well, he came sliding through this here fireplace, or spreading a bunch of toys, and took off, you know, and his silly moon there looked over his shoulder and hollered his darling lib. Scares me for the moment.
Uncle Lou's asleep, but what Saint Nick really said was, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Alright, they get the picture.